My name is Socrates Pierre, fighting out of Tallahassee, Florida. I'm a mixed martial artist. I'm fighting next Mustaki tonight.
Every time I fight, I pretty much just come forward. I like to exchange a lot. I have a good ground game, but I like to keep it on the feet. So they can expect a boxing match with MMA gloves pretty much.
In my early days, I was a flashy fighter, but now I got a little fight smart. I tend to be real technical, try to finish every fight first round.
Some of these guys, they put out, I mean, it takes two guys to make a fight, so if the other guy's willing to fight, I'm willing to fight. If he's going to back up, then it's going to be hard, you know, but if he comes forward and he's aggressive, then we'll probably have a war. Decision,
submission, TKO, KO. Like I said before, my last 3 fights was TKO, so just, you know, fight smart and a lot of pressure.
I feel like I have the advantages everywhere. I feel like I'm better at jiu-jitsu. I feel like I have better boxing. And I feel like I'm tougher than him. He hasn't had to fight any of the type of fights I've had before.
I know it's for the fans, to entertain the fans, but at the end of the day, you have to go home, you know, to your wife and kids. So I like to go in there, be smart, finish the fight.
Socrates, Pierre, fighting out of Tallahassee, Florida, born in Haiti. He is the former Island Fights lightweight champion. He's on a bit of a run. His last 3 fights, he's been victorious, all by way of knockout. He said it in the pre-fight interview. He enjoys entertaining the fans, but he knows he wants to walk out of here with his hand raised and is prepared to do whatever it takes to get that done. He has a Muay Thai background. Very good on the floor, though, as well. The Darce choke is something that he says is his go-to submission. And tonight he wants to make a huge statement because in combat sports, if you want to get back to that title picture, of course, winning is important, but style points, they go a long way.
Yeah, Socrates has to do something tonight. I think he doesn't have to, but I think he wants to do something, you know, that makes the people stand on their feet tonight. He's a laid-back guy. I'm looking at this guy, he's calm. This is scary.
I mean, when you have the ability that he does and the composure to pull it off, I mean, yeah, he's a scary fighter. And a very tall, lanky fighter, good Muay Thai base. I mean, this guy is a dual threat. On the feet, you can't get comfortable with him. On the floor, you can't get comfortable with him. He'll choke you out. He'll knock you out on the feet.
So he's one of those guys that, what you call a finished fighter, a total package kind of guy. Those are the kind of guys that hurt you.
Absolutely. He's fought as high as 170 pounds. Took some catchweight bouts between lightweight and welterweight, but again, a former Island Fights lightweight champion. Tonight he takes the ring at 155 pounds and wants to put on a show. Very aggressive fighter. All of his losses come by way of submission after getting choked. So again, it goes back to what we've talked about earlier tonight. If you're going to be a fighter, whether it's a boxer or a mixed martial artist, you need to be aggressive, but it needs to be a controlled aggression.
Controlled aggression. So evidently he may have put himself in a position. Now he may have learned from that now.
Fighting in front of a worldwide audience tonight on UFC Fight Pass, Socrates Pierre wants to make a statement in our co-main event here in Pensacola. Mad Max Mustaki has a variety of nicknames. One of them is the Nick Diaz of the South. He's earned that because he's a very competent Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, but very seldomly uses it in mixed martial arts. He likes to fight the style of the Stockton bad boy, Nick Diaz, which is standing and trading, a big volume of punches. He likes to overwhelm his opponents. He just likes to be in a fight, Nate. Right. And tonight he gets that opportunity in the co-main event.
And that was, and I feel it. I get it. That's my thing. I have all this long reach, but I like to be in the scrum. You have to want to get close sometimes, but sometimes that can get you in trouble. And tonight, it could get him in trouble to get too close to this guy fighting. So I think using your better judgment would be what this is all about tonight.
Talking to Dean Toole, coming into this co-main event, he said, you know, looking at Mustaki, he's lost his last 2 fights, but this is truly the type of fight that could have found itself on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contenders. This is a fight where the winner of this could impress so much that they find themselves in the octagon, and he believes that the winner of this fight is going to set themselves up really well, not only in island fights, but overall as a prospect. Of course, any fighter that's on the outside of the UFC trying to get in. You know Max Mustaki knows that. You know the opportunity that is in front of him. And he's going to go out there and put on a show in front of his hometown here in Pensacola.
And that's what he has to do.
It's as simple as that. He likes to brawl. He's really happy to trade punches. He's really always found an affinity for mixing it up. And some fighters, like you said, are just really that way. They can go out there and they can fight a much cleaner fight, but sometimes guys just want to get hit in the face. I remember Forrest Griffin, when he first found his way through the Ultimate Fighter into the UFC, he said, it's not really a fight until I get punched in the nose.
I don't like that. That's not my way of thinking.
Especially with these 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
Max Mustaki looks to get back in the win column in a big way tonight here in our co-main event of Island Fights 46. The Nick Diaz of the South finds his way into the Island Fights ring. All right, let's take a look at the tail of the tape for our co-main event of the evening.
It is a packed house tonight, by the way.
Lightweights in the ring, Socrates Pierre 9-3, Max Mustaki 5-2. Pierre 2 years the elder, both stand 6 feet tall. Pierre will have a 5-inch reach advantage. For our official introductions of our co-main event, here's Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick reminder, don't forget to join us tonight at Seville Quarter for the official Island Fight 46 after party. And by the way, happy birthday to the CEO of Island Fights, Mr. Dean Toole. And ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for the co-main event of the evening. This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Island Fights lightweight division. When the bell rings, our referee in charge, Larry Downs Jr. And now, let's meet our fighters. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet even. He weighed in 156.2 pounds. Tonight, he brings into the ring a professional record of 9 wins and 3 defeats. Fighting out of Tallahassee, Florida, please welcome Socrates Pierre. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet even. He weighed in 154.8 pounds. Tonight, he brings into the ring a record of 5 wins and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Pensacola, Florida, please welcome Mad Max Mustaki.
Final instructions by our referee, Larry Downs Jr. Our co-main event of the evening, Socrates Pierre taking on the Nick Diaz of the South, Mad Max Mustaki.
Socrates, that wiry build, look at the height, but look at the wiry build of Socrates.
Big reach advantage for Pierre. We'll see if he can employ that here. Mustaki turned pro while he was in the Air Force, actually made his professional debut in Japan. Now tonight fights in front of a worldwide audience in his hometown of Pensacola.
Socrates is so relaxed.
Kick the lead leg of Pierre by Mustaki. Pierre tried to counter with the right hand. Ooh, nice left hand by Pierre.
Missed most of it. These guys are looking to put each other to sleep.
Mustaki, a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, very content though to stand on the outside and trade. Pierre no slouch on the floor. himself. He loves that Darce choke, he said. We'll see if this fight gets there, but as we talked about earlier, both of these guys really want to put on a show. Co-main event with Roy Jones Jr. in the main event, you know you want to own a little piece of that history by putting on a good fight.
Yeah, you do.
Mustaki trying to mix some things up, going to the body. It's his leg swept out from.
This kid, Socrates, is so relaxed. So relaxed.
Saw Mustaki grab the ring rope there as he was falling. You can't technically grab the rope, just like you can't grab the cage, but you can do whatever the referee lets you get away with.
Under over. Socrates took it like it didn't even phase him.
Pierre backed up so quickly there, he actually slid backwards like he was moonwalking on the mat.
He's going to come forward.
Right hand.
Nice hook. Nice hook. Oh.
Pierre marching forward. Mustaki answers the right hand of his own.
These guys are really solid fighters.
Nice right hand by Mustaki, answered by that
uppercut by
Pierre. TJ DeSantis, Nate Campbell, Island Fights 46. We are live tonight on UFC Fight Pass inside the Pensacola Bay Center. The same place that Roy Jones Jr. started his professional career nearly 29 years ago. He ends it tonight in our main event.
Ooh, good body shot by Socrates.
Mustaki came forward with
that. Hit him with the same body shot over and over.
The counter has been on point. Right hand to the head by Pierre.
They could all, if you check out the few 1 or 2 feet they're throwing, kicks they're throwing, kicks they're doing, they're not using their feet that much. They're punching more. They just have them boxing gloves almost.
There's a beautiful kick by Mustaki.
And that was even better counter punch to the body, counter right hand to the body. Both guys are getting off.
Yeah, and it still feels like, in a lot of ways, it's a feeling out process because neither man has really ran away with this round. They're both doing what they need to do, getting their shots in. We'll see if someone can run away with it here in the final 90 seconds.
That's what it's going to take.
Nice combination, but answered there by
Mustaki got clipped with it. Yep. Socrates starting to pick it up.
Nice beautiful left hand though by Mustaki. Now to a knee is Pierre. I think he tried to get a takedown there.
I think he hurt Socrates on both sides.
Beautiful left hand, both men landing on that exchange. Both of these guys very high level lightweights on the regional scene here in the Southeast.
Floor's a little slippery.
Oh, beautiful left hand! Mustaki trying to put him away! Socrates in trouble! Pierre, it is done! Max Mustaki, victorious in a big way!
I think that stop was a little bit premature. Just a little bit.
Larry Downs Jr. saw enough. Max Mustaki runs away with it. A huge win for Max Mustaki.
He was hurt, but I saw other guys take way more damage than he was allowed to take. Come on now.
You know, you're not wrong. I think if you look at the night as a whole, there were some fighters that were allowed to fight out of some positions
way worse positions.
Pierre wasn't able to, but you know, I'm not the referee. I'll trust him, but I'm with you. Walk us through the end here, Nick.
He's going to hit him with a hook, bing. Right hand, he missed with it, but he's down. He's trying to defend himself. He's rolling over. He's actually rolling over.
He was advancing his position. It looked like he was trying to get in on a single leg takedown. Was unable to do so.
But he was hurt. So you can't let yourself get in that position.
No doubt about
it. Left hook got him right on the nose.
A perfectly landed punch. The ropes were not the friend of Pierre either there on the floor.
But truth of the matter is he missed with more than he landed down there.
Yeah, I mean, in mixed martial arts fights, when there is a flurry of action on the floor, sometimes the referee is baited into stopping the fight just because of the offensive output that you're throwing. Sometimes a lot of those shots even land to the arms and not so much the head, but Mustaki did enough to elicit the stoppage from Larry Downs Jr.
At the end of the day, you cannot allow yourself to be put in that position.
Right.